What's up guys, Saivo here. Today I'm in Runadium hard mode, well, heroic as they call it in Europe. I'm joined by some friends and I thought that I would do a live guide for you on the dungeon. I'm gonna, try to be brief, try to explain to you what's happening with our runs, how we do it and how you can maximize your dungeon runs by having a few extra tips and a bit of advice. First of all, when you enter the dungeon, you're gonna be greeted by 3 ads. These 3 ads, you can kill 2 of them and you can leave this one alive until every one of the group members is ready. Um, let's talk a bit about positioning. The boss always, not always, most of the times and always in the first phase stands right here in the middle. So the group members should be right on the edge as they are now, and you as a tank should be really fast to taunt it, so you can be sure that you have all the aggro from the beginning. You can use remove shock on the first stun because you're not going to need it very soon. Um, the DPS should stay on the side because the boss starts always with an AoE. Actually, there's 2 AoEs in one, so you shouldn't be taking that just to not cause any extra problems. Now, after you start the boss fight, I need to tell you that this boss fight comes in 2 stages. Stage number 1 is this particular boss, and you have to get it to 50%. Yeah? When you get it to 50%, this boss will disappear. He will spawn some clones all over these pillars here across the room, and you will need to kill 3 clones, 3 of the right clones, and then the boss will come back full HP, same boss, and you will have to kill it from full to 0, and then you finish the dungeon. Having that said, let's talk a bit about gear, about group composition. You need a cleric. If you are too good geared, you can do this with chanter healing plus bard support. You can do this with bard healing plus chanter support. If you want an extra challenge, something really cool and out of the ordinary. But normally, if you're starting out or if you're not really sure on your group, have a cleric, have some plate that can tank, or even an aether tech. Aether tech though is a little bit different, um, more for advanced groups than for beginning groups. Beginning groups, gladiator or templar tank, have a cleric, have a support 100%. Even if you do whatever tactic you have, you need to have a support. After you DPS the boss till around 70%, you get this. You get 3 ads that need to be killed. Now, these ads, they all have their special ability, right? Some of them put you in the Aether hold state, like this, and I removed shock the second time, which I shouldn't have, and now I don't have it. This is very bad, because as you can see, 2 of them are on me, but the third one is on our chanter. This is not nice to happen, because if it's on our chanter, then yeah, okay, because it's on our support, she's built for HP, but if it would be on a cleric, then that's pretty bad, because they do all sorts of things. They stun you, they interrupt your cast. So as a Templar, as a tank, always keep in mind that ads come at about 70% in the first phase, and you need to be fast on taunting them. When the ads spawn all across the room, some of them need to approach you to start casting their initial special skill. Some of them do not. Yeah. Be sure as a Templar to use your pulls at that time, because one of the ads may spawn here and the other one may spawn here. Use a single pull here and use a double pull here. There you go, and you interrupted the ads' cast as well, and you do a nice play for your group members. That's if you're a Templar. If you're a Gladiator, make sure you let them come close, make sure you talk to your group, and AoE them so you can take the aggro. Now the boss has reached 50%, and this is what happens. Clones come all over this place. You need to pay attention to the one that says, let's have some fun. Oops, wrong skill there, my bad. And mark it. If you're the leader of the party, just mark that particular one and DPS it down so your DPSs know which one to kill. Let me tell you what this is all about. These clones, if you don't DPS them hard enough, they will reach a point in which they will start a very hard hitting cast. As you can see, the group members are going up and down just by normally having these clones. You can imagine how hard the that one, number 1, you can imagine how hard that skill hits. Basically, it one-shots a Clothy that's a beginner or that's not built with an HP gear, right? So you have to pay attention. Have your DPS kill them really fast. If you're a chanter and you need to blow a walk here, do it. If you're a cleric and you need to blow an acquittal here in order to survive these initial hits, do it. If you're a DPS and you need to blow your 4k DP here, do that as well. Do not be shy to kill these clones fast because they are really important. This time, same one was the one that said let's have some fun. You need to pay attention to the ones that say let's have some fun. It's really important to kill those, not other ones. Sometimes it happens, guys, that the guy that's marking does not see the one that says let's have some fun, which in turn leads to you not knowing which clone to kill. It is very important to have the right clone and to kill the right one. So ask your group members to look around. Hey guys, can you pay attention and look around and see which one says let's have some fun? And then they can tell you on TeamSpeak. TeamSpeak is very much needed for this dungeon. Do not go full ham stupid looking for a group for this one. Get some friends, get at least 4 friends, 2 randoms can work, get them on TeamSpeak and be smart about it. Don't be stupid. After the first phase is done, after you've killed those ads, those clones, sorry, this phase comes. We're gonna kill number 1, number 2, and then this one I'm gonna take on myself. Keep the aggro this time and everything is gonna be fine. We're gonna kill number 3 as well, by the way. Now, having that said, guys, phase number 2. The boss comes back, full HP as I told you, and you need to kill her from full to 0. In phase number 2, it is really important for you to understand that you don't have unlimited amount of time. You need to focus your DPS, you need to focus your moves. You also need to understand that if you go with too many melee DPSs, the boss keeps doing that. See? He's on a platform for 2 freaking minutes. So you have to understand that having ranged DPS is an advantage. It's not a must in this dungeon, but it is an advantage. Having 1 ranged DPS is not that good at all. Having 2 is okay. Having 3 is ideal, and I guess it's the most common setup for this dungeon. You don't need to have 3, you can have 2 and 1 melee. That's absolutely no problem. Or you can have 3 ranged and 1 melee tank. That's absolutely no problem. If you're super cool, you can be a sorcerer that tanks. See that little blue spot that appeared here? You can pause the video and go back. That represents the place where the boss is gonna come down from the pillars. It's really important for you to keep an eye as a tank. And maybe sometimes even tell the people, because if it comes in between them, it stuns them and does an AoE, which is not good at all. If you tell them right away, they have time to pop a shield. They have time to pop a fine anti-shock scroll. So it's really important to pay attention to the little details. This white AoE, if you don't get out of it in the next second, in the first second and a half, you're gonna take it. So pay attention to that as well. And again, the boss is on platforms and it's getting close to 50%. At 50%, when he says that, that's enough, he's gonna teleport to the middle of the room and do a fear on the guy with the highest DPS, with the highest threat, the highest aggro. The cleric has to know that, and she has or he has to dispel really, really fast. The rest of the group members have to go away from the guy that has the most aggro on the boss, because you know that that's gonna be the guy that takes the fear. The fear is half of the room wide, so you have to pay attention to the fact that half of the room is gonna get that fear, not only the guy. Do not stay in the half in which you have the guy with the highest aggro. The boss, again, after the fear spawns adds, I popped my shield. Now the chanter is gonna pop her shield now, and we're gonna be super safe until I have other cooldowns available. As a Templar, you can pop your iron skin now as well. As you can see, that these ads keep stunning you. In my groups, we ignore them because I trust that the DPS is gonna stay alive and do a good job and kill the boss. After my iron skin is over, I'm popping my vision stigma. Yeah, that's also a thing that you could do right in time, because the boss does this and that and this again. The DPSs needs a panoply, the DPSs needs lots of things. Now when I don't have anything else to pop, I take a look at the boss's HP. It's about 25%. It's not that good, so I'm gonna pop a noble water shield this time. I do not take any damage whatsoever for the next 20 seconds. This is a thing that usually you don't do because, you know, some DPSs needs a bodyguard. It's really good that I have noble water shield, because otherwise what would we do? Sometimes you can pop DP. You don't need to pop Noble Water Shield. You don't need to waste 7 million to do Runadium hard mode. The rest of the time, you can just kite them around and hope that the DPS is doing it right. If your DPS is slow, go ahead and kill all the ads if you don't trust them. At the beginning, you will have to kill them. But if your DPS is fast and you trust them, then go ahead. Tank all the ads. Tank the first 4, tank the other 4. If you're a gladiator, then you're not gonna do that because you're just gonna die one hit. As you saw, I had to pop a Noble Water Shield or DP. I didn't have DP for this one, but Noble Water Shield I did. I had to pop all my cooldowns just to be safe. But it's worth it because it's fun. You know, it's cool to have a challenge. Noble Water Shields I don't really recommend because you have DP usually. But if it's needed, have them with you. Other than that, guys, the loot, let's quickly loot and see. I'm gonna open one box for you. Let's show you what you get. You get various things. Usually you can get, look, for example, you can get these things. This is the best hat that you can find in game at the moment, the enhanced Mad Grendel version of the hat. This is for PvE, of course, no PvP stuff here. And you can have designs. Let's see if I'm gonna get a design. I'm gonna get a second hat and an armor chest. You can get armor chests, you can get design chests. Let me, this one, see, the enhanced equipment chest. Now you can get any piece. This is a mat that you need to craft an enhanced version of the same dungeon, only normal mode. So you go to normal mode, you get the pieces, and then you come and do hard mode, and you hope to get one of these designs, which is the most important mat to make that particular piece. If I would have the cloth leggings, then I could make the cloth leggings now an enhanced version of them, which is the second best PvE gear you can have at the moment. Yeah, better than Catalamai's set, in my opinion, at least for Templars. Having that said, guys, do it safe. You can kill all the ads. You don't need to hurry. After the fear, pop your shields and kill the ads. When you kill them, continue on the boss. The ads spawn again, tell the chanter to pop her shield and kill those as well. Be safe, be on the safe side, play smart, use your scrolls, use your pots, go on TeamSpeak. Lots of love and see you soon.